What's up everybody, it's Jessie. Welcome back to 7 Deadly Cosplays, where today we have something really awesome in store for you guys. This week we're doing an interview for all of us on the channel. We have 31 questions to go through, so maybe you guys can get to know us a little bit better and about the kind of cosplays we do. Without further ado, here are the questions. Number 1, how long have you been cosplaying? I've been cosplaying about 3-ish, going on 4 years now. It all started back in February 2015, I believe. I fact check it in my first video, my introductions. Number 2, what kind of cosplayer do you consider yourself? I kind of consider myself a very strange kind of outsider of the cosplay spectrum. I'm more kind of like rock star performer kind of look to me, but I really love anime and cosplaying for my favorite anime. See last week's Eren Yeager video. So I really consider myself this kind of weird outside kind of cosplayer that really doesn't fit in with any kind of like Marvel cosplayer or like Lolita or anything like that. I'm kind of somewhere like tossed up in the middle somewhere with a bunch of different influences, but nothing really sticking together into one kind of identification. Number 3, cosplay or crossplay or both. I do both, especially with being transgender, so I really focus on male cosplays, but I really do love cosplaying female characters. They're really strong and independent. I really love them, but I feel like I mainly stick to cosplay, so cosplaying as men. 4, why do you cosplay? I cosplay because it's really fun. It gives me a really fun creative outlet. It got me into makeup, which I absolutely love now. It gave me a big platform to really express myself and relate to these characters that I fell in love with, and I've fallen in love with it ever since. Number 5, is cosplay something you can see yourself doing as a hobby in 10 years? Yes, but I feel like I would take it more seriously. I feel like I'll take it more like an acting than just cosplay. I will absolutely love going to conventions till the day I die, but I feel like I'll, especially with finishing more college courses and going further in my life, I'll take it more as a professional rather than as a hobby. I'm really not sure, but I feel like I'll take it more seriously. Number 6, sorry, I'm just reading off my computer, which is this weird globe right here. If someone told you that they hated your cosplay, what would you do? People tell me this a lot. They don't like kind of my aspect of cosplay and what I bring to conventions, so I kind of just would do what I normally do and just kind of be like, okay, whatever, and just kind of meander to the other side of the con and like whatever. I would ask for constructive criticism because I'm still very new to cosplay, considering most people at cons have been doing this for like 10-ish years, so I'll probably ask for like an opinion, but it really doesn't bother me. 7, the opposite of that is someone told you they loved your cosplay, what would you do? I would say thank you, I love yours, like let's get a picture together. I'm absolutely very grateful to people who give any kind of criticism or feedback or whatever like that. Like I would sit there, have a conversation with them, hang out with them is what I meant to say. But yeah, I really love it. Number 8, homemade cosplay or bought/commissioned cosplay. I usually buy my things because I'm afraid of messing them up. I will make certain aspects, like I'll finish up a pair of gloves, like I'll add spikes to an outfit, I'll put things together, but usually I'll either buy things or I'll have them commissioned. 9, do you prefer to work alone or with a group? I would love to cosplay with a group, but again, I don't really have anyone around me who cosplays the same things as me or into the same things as me, so I have to work alone in a lot of cases, but I would love to work in a group. 10, do you have a favorite current cosplay? I absolutely do. It's my Dobby Vanity cosplay. I actually did a photo shoot for him recently at WinterCon this past weekend. It was a lot of fun and I got to meet a lot of people, take a bunch of photos, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I love cosplaying that character. Number 11, what is my most expensive cosplay? That has got to be, again, my Dobby Vanity cosplay. I have spent upwards of over $1,000, maybe more dollars on that, because of commissioned wigs, expensive pieces, like photo shoots, makeup, all kinds of things like that. It's just accumulated over 3 years because that's like my first cosplay and my most favorite, so I put the most effort into that one, so yeah, that's gotta be my most expensive. Number 12, what is my least expensive cosplay I've done? It has gotta be my Chip Skylark one that I've made. I just bought like a $4 or $5 hoodie and a toothbrush and a beanie. And I just kind of threw a character together for like the last day of a convention. It was a lot of fun and it actually worked out better than I thought. 13. What is my cosplay pet peeve? I absolutely hate it. I don't know if it's anyone else, but like I hate when like you see kind of like ripples in clothes that you know shouldn't be there, that like just like is the little thing in like a photo or something like that where like the wig is slightly off or like tilted, or like something is showing that's not supposed to be there, or like the face is like in a photo just like this instead of like a power stance. Like things like that make me so angry because that means someone wasn't paying attention when the photo was taken. It's just like, what kind of a friend will sit there when like the cape is like not on a superhero, is not looking its best? Like, no, help the person out. It's not that hard. It takes 2 seconds to just fix it. I hate when people don't support people and just have other people's photos turned like shit. Ugh. 14. If you can cosplay anywhere in the world, where would it be? I would probably do Times Square at night when no one's there. It's just deserted and empty and you feel like you're the only one there with all the bright lights and shit. I absolutely love it. I have done photo shoots in New York City, but I haven't done it where like I'm the only one there because it's so busy at night. So hopefully one day if there's like an apocalypse, I can get some photos of just an empty Times Square and then me in there. I would love that so much. 15. What was my first convention? My first convention was Terrificon in Connecticut. I went there with a friend who's not my friend anymore, and I absolutely had a great time and met a bunch of people who I'm still very close with. It was one of my most favorite conventions, but unfortunately I can't get out to Connecticut anymore. 16. What was my last convention? That would have to be WinterCon, which I just went to over the weekend that I was just speaking about. It was a big sci-fi event. It was so much fun. 17. What is my next con? I'm really hoping I can make it to Terrificon this year. I don't know if I can because of the cost. It's over in, I just banged my hand. It's over in Maryland, so I don't know if I can get out there, plus the hotels and stuff like that. It's so expensive. It's a huge con. I hope I can make it, but I don't know if I can. 18. My favorite part of the cosplay to put on. It would have to be the wig. When you put on the wig, it's like the last thing you do before you leave the house, because you do the makeup, you're wrestling into your cosplay, the armor, or you're grabbing all the pieces, fixing things last minute. It's just when you get the wig, you style it for hours, and you finally put it on, and it's just like the icing on the cake. It's fantastic. I love that part. It's just like, there we go. That's who I'm supposed to look like. And like that's when everything just comes together. 19, my least favorite part. It would have to probably be the makeup. Even though I love putting on makeup and I love how I look with makeup, is that I'm very, very particular with how my makeup should look. So I sit there for like an hour, 2 hours, making sure that my eyebrows are symmetrical and that everything looks right. And it's one of the most frustrating parts of cosplay, especially when you're in a rush and it just doesn't look right and you know it doesn't look right. It just makes me really upset. So that's one of my least favorite parts of cosplay. Okay, number 20. Video or photos of your cosplay? I prefer photos because I feel like you can edit them easier and I feel like they capture more of your cosplay in a pose and things like that. I don't know. I love doing videos. I've recently done a bunch of them and I'm currently editing one with my friend Wonder, but I don't know. It's just like, I love filming. I'm a huge film buff, but I like photos of my cosplays better. 21. Photoshopped or natural photos? I love natural photos, but you need Photoshop for like little things, like if you look a little weird, you want to just edit your face real quick, you want to smooth out your skin because you looked a little splotchy and weird. And if your wig was in a different place, you want to just fix it and put it in the right place. Photoshop is a save. If you can't afford the big Photoshop app and all the fees and stuff on your computer, getting Facetune for $3.99 saved my life. I just fix, especially if your wig is faded and shit, that's what I do. Just quickly touch up a photo here and there and that's it. I usually prefer to keep my photos very like natural, but everything isn't perfect. 22. How do you view yourself as a cosplayer? I view myself as still learning, but polished. Like, I don't do things too crazy, but I make sure that what I do is polished and neat and everything is coordinated, like color-wise and looking the right way and relative to the character. I try my best to be as accurate as possible. 23. What is cosplay to you? Cosplay to me is a big outlet for me to express myself and put out my ideas into one big outfit. I love fashion design, so it's a really good way for me to express myself and learn from other cosplayers. 24. Do you have uncomfortable cosplays? And if so, how far is too far for pain or uncomfort? All my cosplays, I wear a binder to hide my breasts and a corset to fit my frame. So every cosplay is uncomfortable. Too far is when I wear my corset past 8 hours and it's really itchy and uncomfortable and it hurts. That's too far. Like, I take it off at the convention and I just put it in my bag. It's just like, I hate that. I hate being uncomfortable, so that's too far for me. 25, yaoi or yuri? I would have to go with yaoi. 26, how far are you willing to go to get into the character? At the end of the day, are you you or your character? At the end of the day, I am me. I believe I discussed this in another video of mine. I'll try to link that in the description somewhere. I always believe that you shouldn't get too far into your character because that's where it starts to like get too far. But yeah, at the end of the day, you should know that you are you, not your character. 27, wigs or no wigs? If wigs, do you style them yourself or commission them styled? I love wigs. I don't like to use my natural hair, and I usually have them commissioned. If not, I just quickly style them into a simple style. I'm not too big on styling wigs myself. 28, contacts or no contacts? Absolutely contacts. I love wearing contacts. All my cosplays, I absolutely wear contacts. 29, how do you save money for your cosplays? I try to budget myself. I like to save as much money as I can, but it's really difficult, so usually I'll use a cosplay for quite a while until I buy myself a new one. 30, where do you go for photo shoots? I usually go around the convention area or in Times Square, New York City. And 31, finally, when do you cosplay? Is it only for cons and events? Yeah, it is only for cons and events. I'm not really a big like dress up person otherwise. Like, I'll usually do like a face and makeup and wear a fancy outfit, but not into full character. And those are all the questions for this cosplay interview. You can check out all my cosplays that I talked about and all my other stuff like that on my Instagram at the Doppelganger Cosplay. I'll link that below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Next week we're doing really something interesting that I hope you guys will enjoy. So don't forget to subscribe while you're here, and I will see you guys next time. Happy cosplay!